Hi everyone, I'm Lindsay Burzynski and I'll be interviewing Mrs. Pamela Burzynski, and she is my stepmom and she is 40 years old. First question, what do you consider to be old age and why?
Well, I consider being 70 an old age because my mom started having health problems at the age of 75, and then most of the people I know have started having health problems, and I kind of relate that to getting old.
Yeah.
So it's the 70s.
Yeah.
In your 70s.
Usually when your health goes downhill.
Correct.
What types of things are you doing now to live a healthy life?
Well, I kind of base it on three different aspects: spiritual, physical, and mental and social health. Spiritual, I do daily devotion. I spend time with God every day, reading my Bible, studying, attend church and Bible study, and fellowship with members of my church on a weekly basis. Physical, I plan my meals. I exercise 3 to 5 times a week. Change up my routine about once a month. And I see a chiropractor once a month. And on the mental and social side of it, I plan outings, with my husband, at least once or twice a month, just time for me and him. And I plan outings with the family at least once a week, and try to get those big family outings, at least once a month, every 2-3 months. And I try to spend time with friends, which is kind of hard because, with family, but I believe that's very important for...
You gotta get your girl time in.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It don't happen too often, but that's important, because my mom has Alzheimer's, so I think a lot of social time does kind of help along with that, and, just different activities, getting out, because you stay in too much, and I feel like it kind of deteriorates your mental health.
Yeah.
So those are the 3 things I feel like, living a healthy life for me, works.
Yeah. Okay. What do you think you should do in the future decades to live healthy or healthier?
Well, I plan on doing the same thing. These things that I follow, try to follow on a weekly basis, it works for me. I plan on losing more weight. I've got about 60 more pounds to lose, but I foresee that happening probably within the next year or 2. And
awesome.
But just keep doing what I'm doing.
Yeah. How old do you expect to live and why?
Well, I expect to live to about 90 years. I guess the oldest member of my family was my great-grandmother. She lived to her 90s. And just, based on how I care for myself, I think I'll live to at least 90 unless God takes me before then.
Yeah. Okay. On average, how old have family members in your lived?
I'd say on average is 65.
65? Okay. Mm-hmm. What conditions, what age, and/or what contributed to sickness or death of family members?
Well, first of all, my dad, he died of a heart attack when he was in early 40s. My grandfather, it's about mid-60s, and my grandmother about mid-60s also. My grandfather had a stroke, and I think the complications of the stroke just kind of progressed his health from there.
Yeah.
And my grandmother, she had mental health problems and just physical problems overall, and that just kind of took a toll on her body.
Yeah. What types of activities do you see yourself doing in the rest of your 40s, your 50s, and 60s, and so on?
Well, I plan on we plan on traveling more.
Yeah.
That's something we haven't done a lot of, and that's something that I desire to do now.
Yeah.
And I plan on, once I retire from my job, have more time, and I'll volunteer more at our church and do more volunteer work.
Yeah. That keeps you young too.
Yep, sure does.
It does.
Absolutely.
What do you wish you had done in your youth or when you were younger?
Well, as far as my education, I wish I would have finished, instead of graduating in general studies, I wish I would have finished my health and physical education degree at my 4 years instead of having to go back and do another 2 years.
Right.
That would have saved, as far as finances, that would have saved me quite a bit of money.
Those student loans add up.
Absolutely, still paying on that. So those things I wish I would have done differently. My physical health, I don't think I could have done any better.
Right.
I was always active as a martial artist and just a runner. So I don't, in that aspect, I think that was okay.
Yeah.
Just financially with school, I think I could have did a little bit better with that. So.
Well, that sounds good. Thank
Okay.
you very much for the interview.
You're welcome.